So sometimes when you import a motion that has the root moving around a little bit, you'll end up with shaking in the extremities, like in the hands that look like they should stay in place in the original motion. So I've loaded the BMX motion here, and if I play that motion, indeed his hands are pulsing a little bit instead of staying put in place. So what I'm going to do is I have a character loaded in iClone, and I'm going to send this motion to iClone to test it on that character. You have to have the character selected in iClone, and then you can hit this Apply to iClone button in the motion library in 3D Exchange. Okay, so now I've got it applied to this character in iClone. And this is oriented somewhat differently than the original character position. So I'm going to go in here and look at it, and it's at the end of the loop right now. So what I'm going to do is press the end marker right there and then turn the loop on. And this is so when I play it, I can watch it go continuously. Now I can see the pumping in the hands, which I really don't want. But I know that that was initially caused by some root motion. So if let me find that clip here. We don't need the project track, but we need the character track. So okay, there we go. If you click on this button, it shows the active selected object track. Okay, so now if I select the gizmo, I can actually see the root. And if I scrub my timeline, I can see it's moving around a bit. And I think that was the root of the initial problem. So what I'm going to do is right click on my clip and select Reset Pivot, and that will set the root so it cannot move. It basically resets the root to 0 at every point in the timeline. Now, of course, that has the that hand movement that you don't want is built into it. So that just basically adjusted that a little bit. So then you need to take care of that as well. So I'm going to go back to frame 1, and I'm going to go into my animation tab, and then into the edit reach target, and let me pull this panel onto my screen, and then I'm going to select the hands. If you hold down Control, you can multi-select. So I'm going to select both of them, and then I'm going to click on the Reach Effector. And what that does is opens up the Reach Effectors, which are basically locking points that the hands are locked to. And so now, if I play this, nothing moves. And then, of course, you can hide these in your scene manager. You come over here and open up the character and open up the subset, and then we can go in here. And it has all the dummies, and you can see most of them are hidden except the hand dummies are visible, so we'll go ahead and hide them. Okay, and so now when you play your motion, you get exactly what you want. All right, hope that's helpful.